Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're here on the F-15 Eagle. This is the C variant, and we are assisting in recovering a spy satellite that fell out of orbit and landed in the Black Sea. So we've got an Arleigh destroyer down there, and their helicopter and everything looking for it. And we've decided that this is a high probability of Russian interception on this mission because this is kind of espionage stuff. So we're assisting in a land-based F-15 Eagle out of Georgia, and so we're just going to fly north because we're pretty sure they're going to try and send somebody to stop us. So we're just going to go ahead and climb to 30,000 feet, which, by the way, is kind of crazy because we are climbing rapidly, almost 15 degrees, and we're going 350 miles an hour, away from the Earth in something that in this configuration is almost 60,000 pounds. This jet is crazy. We have a ludicrous amount of fuel, so we're an afterburner. We're trying to burn it off right now. Just want to get up on station. Let's go ahead and level off here. This should be fine. 33,000 is more than enough for our purpose today. Just want to go ahead and get our speed up here. Alright, we've got 29 nails off to the right. So I'm going to try and get my speed back up here, going back into afterburner. And then we'll turn in a minute and see if we can pick them up on radar. If we're just showing up, they're probably still a ways away. And we don't really have any way of knowing which flanker variant has us on their radar, because the MiG-29s, the Sukhoi 27s, Sukhoi 33s, and I think probably the Sukhoi 30s all have the same radar signature on American or NATO RWRs. They don't have exactly the same radar, because I know the Su-27's radar is more powerful than the MiG-29, but that doesn't matter. Okay, they're just inside of 80 miles. We have our first contact showing up there. That looks like a ship of 2 or 3 even. It's really hard to tell on the F-15C radar, at least in the Flaming Cliffs version. I don't know how accurate of a depiction this is. I think the radar is simplified, but that's okay, because it works just the same. When they get to 40 miles, we'll see how high up we can get to loft these missiles. Okay, they're breaking up here. So I count, there's 5. There's at least 5 there. And they diverged for a second, and then they came back. Somebody's pulling ahead. And I cannot tell their group apart. I really want to target the lead group here. Oh, and there's a surface. They've got some kind of SAM system down there. I think that's going to be the lead group, or the leader. We don't quite have launch authorization. I'm going to bring us down inside of... Not quite. Almost. Okay, we're inside of 40 miles. Okay, we have at least 2 targets selected. Okay, we don't need to shoot yet. 43. We lost the lock. They're jamming. going on jam. I'm gonna give him one. Fox 3 away. And we're closing crazy quickly. Ah, there's one. There's a missile warning. Let's defend. We got one missile out. That was crazy. Let's go ahead and not be such an easy target up here. We'll go cold. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring right to lead the missile. I can see them over there. We're still pretty high. And I'm gonna go left. Pulling crazy G, 600 miles an hour. And, oh, that's a ship down there. I thought that was a splash from our missile. Okay, I can see them. I see 3 big shapes. Those are probably bombers. We're gonna lock them up and let them have it. Recommitting now. See, they should be right there. Where are they? Come on. Oh, there they are. Let's lock this guy up on the left. Okay, Fox 3. Defend. We broke the lock pretty early there. I can see somebody chasing us. And a big contrail up there. That's probably a missile launch. Alright, let's recommit here. Make sure that our radar is set. Okay, I got one. Okay, I got a group of 3. Oh, there's a splash over there. So we've got one of them now. There's 2. Okay. Launch 1. Launch 2, and that's probably 15 miles. Let's go back. Although I'm not getting spiked anymore. Maybe that guy that we splashed was their bandit. Nope. Need to clean this picture up by splashing some of these guys here. How's our fuel? We're good. Okay, 29 nails, 6 o'clock. Okay, we need to recommit. Let's not over-G our aircraft, and let's get some altitude back. There's a 29. Let's try and burn through the jam. Okay, we got 4 AMRAAMs left. We're gonna launch now. We're defending. Gotta defend hard. He was really close. Okay, we're gonna recommit. He should be defending our missile. pick him up again. Where's he at? Okay, we're gonna drop our fuel tanks. Got another one here. Okay, we are pushing 20 miles. Gonna wait for a higher probability. Okay, that's not good. Let's launch. There we go. We're gonna crank. I'm gonna try and keep him inside the gimbal while we defend. Give the missile as much guidance as we can. Okay, I want to go cold. AMRAAM should be fine by now. Whoa, whoa, we got really close to the ground. Alright, I think that's a splash back there. We got him. Okay, we got 3 missiles left. We don't have a bunch of fuel, so I'm still getting... I think that's a second group. Okay, I see his missile fell into the water back there. So we can ascend. I think the bombers may have got their missiles off. Their anti-ship missiles. But we definitely kept them from pushing further than they needed to go. And I want to go and splash these... this group off of our nose if we can. They were probably farther back. Okay, and we're at mill power, but we're a little bit lighter because we dropped our tanks, we burned through 60% of our fuel, and we have 2 missiles left. And I think we splashed at least 3 bandits. Because their formation was 5, and I know there were 2 fighters. I'm pretty sure we locked up 2 of the bombers. But now we're going to go investigate what this is off the nose here, RWR. Let's get this up to 80 miles and drop this down to more of a co-altitude search here. Okay, we got them. They're at 40 miles, and there are definitely 2 targets there. Let's see if we can get these missiles to be high probability, because we're only going to have 1 shot before we have to turn away. Let's reduce to 40. There they are. 1, and then let's see if I can lock 2 up here also. Okay, there's 2. And they're co-altitude now. Waiting for launch authorization on the first one. Launch auth at 30 miles is pretty damn good. Okay, we're gonna wait till we're almost on top of them because we can't afford to lose this here. Okay, I think I see smoke in the air there. So, 1. And we're gonna give it like 2 more seconds. Alright, there's 2. Let's try to keep these guys locked, but we're gonna dive down. Okay, that's not good. We were not able to splash those guys, and now we're defensive. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go and run for the cover of my ship. We have 5,000 pounds of fuel left. We're going to do this at mill power for the moment. Because unless I can just roll off their missiles, I don't have anything that I can take them into a gunfight with. They're going to have to get really close to me to fire a missile that'll catch me. Okay, my RWR is clean. I think they turned around. I wonder if they knew I was dragging them to my ship. Anyways, we made it out of that one alive, and I would call it a successful mission. Our ship is still in the water, no missile hits, and we may have started the war with Russia, but we don't have to worry about that because we have a lot of F-15s. So thanks, you guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. We have 2 missiles left. Which means this needs to be a high probability of kill. Of course, he's heading away from us. But he's inside. What is that?